Coming up on R&B Reviews, Alice the Mad Hatter and the other latest incarnations of Lewis Carroll's Wonderland characters are back in Alice Through the Looking Glass. Thank you for checking out R&B Reviews. I'm Rob. Disney's 2010 production of Alice in Wonderland was directed by Tim Burton, and it grossed over $1 billion at the worldwide box office. Borrowing the title from the second Alice book, Disney is bringing these characters back for a new adventure. The movie opens with the strong-willed Alice returning to the nonsensical world of Wonderland, where she finds the Hatter in ghastly condition. The Hatter insists that his family is still alive despite being told that they had perished by the Jabberwocky. We had learned this in the previous film. The White Queen, played by Anne Hathaway, tells Alice that she wants to save the Mad Hatter and the family. She must travel back in time and use an object called the chronosphere. However, she has to borrow it from a character called Time, played by Sasha Cohan. James Brolin, who directed the previous two Muppet films, takes over as director here. With the first Alice film, I sort of liked the look of the film, but I felt like I ended up not being invested in the characters or the story that much. But thanks to the themes of this movie, including, learning from the past, don't let grudges take you over, disappointments from family, and doing what you think is right, I think that kept me just a little bit more involved here with this story. But I felt Looking Glass at the same time kind of had a hard time trying to balance all of these themes. I also thought the performances from the actors here were a little bit all over the place. I thought Depp, honestly, was better as the Mad Hatter here than he was in the previous film. He definitely seemed like, how I would picture the Mad Hatter to be a little bit crazier, and he does some great facial tics and such. I did like Mia Wasikowska as Alice here. Helena Bohnam kind of returns as the Red Queen, and I thought she was fine here. Sasha Baron Cohen, I thought he gave a nice performance this time, but sometimes I wondered why he had a sort of German-Russian accent. The flaw with Looking Glass was the movie, I felt, was a bit long in a few spots, especially in the middle. And with all the constant going back in time, I felt like this structure kind of got old after a while. I also felt like Alice went through all these motions, and I think she should have learned a little bit more from this experience, and I felt like it wasn't really conveyed very well. The real-world sequences at the beginning, at the end, were not quite as interesting. Alice Through the Looking Glass, I think, is, decent. I think it's okay. It's not really the greatest movie ever made, but I don't think it's total, a mess like some people are saying. So for me, I think it's something you can catch in the comforts of your own home. So I'm going to give this movie a Rent It rating. Alright, so that's my review of Alice Through the Looking Glass. Go ahead and post your comments. Did you end up liking this movie more than I did? Do you think I'm being too kind to this movie? Go ahead and post your thoughts, and thank you very much for watching.